beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of Nka, only on Afia TV, on DSTV channel 254, Go TV channel 17, and Free TV channel 748. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, your host tonight. It's another weekend, and you know what we live for here. We live for a rule that says no boring weekend. So I implore you all listening to the sound of my voice this night that you try to do something useful with your weekend tomorrow. Don't stay in bed tying wrapper, trying to, romanticize other people's love life. You should go out there and find yours. It can and will happen for you so long as you're not in your room doing what I have no idea of. So yes, please, by all means, go out and have fun. Thank you so much. And tonight, just like every other night on Nka, we have conversations with people who are doing inspiring stuff, things that they didn't just start building overnight. Their stories are inspiring, and here we learn one or two things from their stories and we can apply them into our own personal lives. So simply say we do a little bit of aspire to acquire on Nka, but of course with stories of these people. We'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, I'll introduce to you our guest tonight. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Nka. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and like I said, on Nka, we just profile people who are doing interesting and inspiring things. And tonight, I think this is the first time we're having this kind of person show up on Nka. Not just who he is, but what he represents. And I said this during, I think, the Umofia Book and Arts Festival last week. I said the theater culture in the entire Southeast is extremely low. It's not just the theater culture, the cinema culture. Something is happening. And there are fewer individuals who, despite the fact that they do not gain anything from promoting the culture, they are promoting it either way. In the heat of all this is a particular young man who has taken it upon himself to promote theater culture in the southeastern part of Nigeria. And he's not just doing that when it comes to Igbo Chant Performance. That's my absolute favorite when it comes to this person. When it comes to Igbo Chant Performance, he takes it on a whole new level. He's also a linguist. He's a former broadcaster, has really immersed himself when it comes to the art. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody listening to the sound of my voice tonight, join me and welcome our guest tonight, who is the theater manager for Ijele Renaissance Theater and an Igbo performance poet. Join me and welcome Ibiam Ude. Ufiem. Did I get the pronunciation correctly?
Ufiem.
Ufiem. I got it. I got it.
Ufiem.
I said
Ufiem.
Oh,
Ufiem.
Oh God. So Ufiem.
Ufiem, not Ufiem.
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 Ufiem. I can decide not to call you Ufiem, right?
If you wish.
Ibiam. Ibiam works fine. But which one is your surname though?
Ude.
Ude. Oh, okay. Yeah. But I'm curious. Okay. Ibiam Ude. Ufiem.
Ufiem. Yeah.
Aha. So why? A lot of kids answer Emeka, Ebuka, Chigozie, Chinedu. But if they are Chinedu and Ebuka, you know they are very stubborn. Those names are given to stubborn children. But for you, your name is rare and quite very, I don't want to say Ibotic, but Ibiam Ude Ufiem, like it's unusual. You don't see a lot of kids bearing that kind of name. What's the story around that?
Well, let's start with, if you say Ibotic,
I would like to know okay.
Because I'm an Igbo man.
We
anything
all
about Igbo is
interests us. Mm-hmm.
So, what's the story about
your name?
Ibiam? Well, I'm from Afikpo, and in Afikpo we bear Ibiam a lot. Okay?
Oh.
So, Ecoleda to be precise. So we bear Ibiam a lot, and the interesting thing is that many persons don't know that my name. Okay, I have other names like Dominic.
What is that? No, sorry, not what is that. But yes, what is that?
It's fine.
But which one is in your birth certificate? Is Dominic in your birth certificate?
There was a time I wanted to, add Dominic or Nemeka, which is actually my Igbo name, to the whole stuff. But something happened one day. I went for an interview somewhere, and so many persons came, and it was already getting late. So the woman said, I cannot attend to all of you, so just go. Let me attend to this Calabar boy, because where he's going to is very far.
Okay.
So I was now waiting for them to attend to the Calabar boy. So she now mentioned my name, Ibiam. Can you come in? With my
oh my gosh,
okay,
she
fine.
thought you were the...
I said,
oh
fine.
my
So
God.
I came in, the whole stuff happened, the whole interview happened, and when we finished, my phone now rang. So I picked up my phone. I said, I started speaking Igbo. So the woman now said, you see it? That's all of you here that we cannot speak Igbo. Look at the Calabar guy, this guy can speak Igbo.
Oh my God.
So
oh my
when
God.
she finished, I told to her, after I have gotten the interview, actually. So I told her, I said, Mom, I'm sorry, but I'm from Afibo.
Okay.
I called her to be precise. She now looked at us, okay, I can't Ibiam. I said, yeah.
Oh my
So
God, I'm
for
thinking
me-
about it now. It's true, I cannot
Yeah.
Ibiam.
Yeah, from that axis.
Right. Wait, I cannot be Miss Rafibo.
Akane is actually our family friend also. So, but the thing is, well, let me finish my stuff. The thing is, Ibiam opens ways for me. There are places I go to and I say my name is Ibiam, and they'll be like, okay, I like that suspense.
Exactly.
Okay. But if I say my name is Nemeka,
It's
okay,
regular.
fine.
It's
My name
very
is Dominic.
regular. It's regular.
Yeah,
but
so that's
Ibiam,
just it.
okay.
So because it's unique, and Ufiem also is unique.
Yes,
And
that's
my
what I
uncle in road safety, they
mean.
call him Ufiem.
Well, Ibiam,
Yeah,
welcome
Ibiam.
to Unka. It's your first time.
Yeah.
And for first timers, we would have served you abacha. Mom, I like abacha or
Abacha
palm wine.
With palm wine,
And
yeah.
where we'll talk about maybe after the show, but welcome,
fine.
welcome. And
fine.
I have been a fan of your work since the past 5 years. I mean, the moment I realized what you were doing, I have been so into it. And like I said during my intro, what you do that interests me the most is that Igbo chant performance that you do. It blows my mind. Like how people just sit and come up with chants. You know, in Christian songs, you know, there are parts of the Christian songs that just have chants. I don't want to start going into all of that, but you've been able to do it for Igbo.
Okay.
It's unique. It's beautiful. The last time I saw you perform was, I think it was at Institute of Management and Technology, IMT, and it had Oja instrumentals in the background. You were clad in this Igbo traditional attire. I think you had palm frond. Did you? I'm not sure. Something like that. And then you just started, you know, and there was lots of Igbo proverbs in it. And I'd like to know, do you write these things based on, do you have to know about Igbo proverbs to make these chants stand out? Because it's the proverb that actually make these chants stand out. Do you have to read a lot about proverbs to be able to put them in your chants, or how exactly do you do it?
As well.
It is well, indeed.
Okay. First of all, I would like to say that to be a very good performer, I believe that there are rituals to it. Yeah, rituals, not in the
Literal.
bad.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
There are
Thank
rituals
you.
to it. And for me, I observe those rituals to be able to chant. I observe those rituals to be able to be myself. For example, if I start chanting, I can chant for 3 hours without mixing words, without repeating words,
Are you
without
serious?
just chant. Okay? So, but for me to get into that element, there are things I need to do.
Like,
Okay, for example, this may sound interesting, it may sound funny to you, but for me to get in my elements, I play Brimo.
oh.
Okay, now
And
imagine,
Brimo is like Yoruba person.
yeah,
This is not,
imagine-
I'm not saying anything, please. I'm not saying anything,
so
but yeah.
imagine you're playing Brimo and
You're
you want
chanting
to
in
chant,
Igbo.
okay?
Yeah.
So, but Brimo songs have a way of getting me there,
Okay.
you know, putting me in that mood, and sometimes I'm sad. For me to chant very well, I'm
You
very
have to.
sad.
Okay.
Then talking about
But is it a
proverbs,
necessity? Do you have to be sad to chant?
It's not really a necessity.
Okay,
I'm
good.
not saying if I want
Good.
to. Okay.
Okay.
But talking about should one know proverbs before you chant? I would say no. Because the proverbs, you know, I don't, and I may not say it the way you say it. For example, you can say something like Gidi Gidi Bugu Eze.
Okay.
I can say something like Ogweze Gidi Gidi. That's the way my brain works. You can say something like
Roge ya Oda. Roge ya Ukwa. Oh my God.
Okay, you can say one Lodi Abo or man Kedema. For me, I can say something like na one Ibe I'm hesitate. Okay, so I have the way I conjure my words, and that's why my own performance is very unique.
Okay.
And if you come to chant poetry or chant performance poetry, everybody is unique in their own way. If you have studied Munachi Atama chant, and you study me chant, and you also maybe look at the Igbo chant, you see the difference. So we have our voice modulations, we have the way we bring in our proverbs, we have the way we, deliver what you want to deliver, even pronounce some certain words. So for me, I think it's personal to anybody, because there are some persons that can chant without much proverbs. Yeah,
I wonder what they will be saying.
Maybe it's much proverbs.
Okay, so let's get a picture of this.
Okay.
And for people who may not understand what this is, because I know some people tell stories in their chants.
Yeah.
Some people tell stories. Some people have to infuse this proverb thing a lot in their chants. Is there any other thing people can chant with apart from these two things?
You can chant with folklores.
Okay.
As if you want.
Okay.
All these things is all about creativity.
Yeah.
Because for me to, if I accept to go and perform somewhere, it takes a lot from me. What I mean a lot, it takes a lot, because even as a theater person, I'm bringing so many things in view. Okay. As I'm chanting, okay. I remember going for TEDx Asata. Okay. And one of my lines, if I can remember very well, one of my lines, it was Mado tazu nenwere isi. Azu ahụ isi.
Okay.
I got tazu.
Okay,
but I used that line to portray something.
Okay.
And to even interest you the more, I was even trying to woo a girl on stage. Okay, so I was telling
props. The girl are props now.
I was telling the girl, Mado tazu nenwere isi, azu ahụ isi. And the crowd loved it because you haven't heard it before.
Yeah.
And so you have to bring in that humor too.
Would you say it's like spoken words? But maybe deeper.
For me, is not really
it's not spoken words.
Sometimes I can start my chant with songs that just to make the audience sing along with me. Like the TEDx performance, I sang what's this song again? And the reason why I did it was just to make the audience
to sing along with
me, and for me as a performer to be free, because at times there are places you will enter. If your music is not yet open, you will struggle.
Oh wow!
You will struggle. So at times I see myself doing things to make the audience clap, to make the audience feel okay. What's this guy trying to bring on stage and stuff like that. And you know that chant poetry is not really vocal. In quotes, do you get? And because it's not vocal, so many persons find it hard to adapt to. Okay. For example, now somebody can walk in here and see me chanting and be like, okay, and pass. But someone that understands the culture, that understands what chant poetry can actually do, which sometimes also do stuff like that. So for me, I think there's a lot into chants, and it's specific to everybody.
Okay.
So for me, I bring in many things for me to chant. But one of my rituals is that I should be sad.
Wow. Okay. That's really interesting.
If I'm going on stage, whatever I'm going to wear, I hang it 3 days before that day. It doesn't touch the floor. You don't touch it. Even my beads, you don't touch it.
Wow.
Even if I enter here and I want to chant, you serve me anything, I'll keep it until I'm done chanting. But there are some friends that that when we go out like this, they eat a lot. And their chants come out very well.
Okay, I want to say I'm the friend too, but I don't chant. I will eat very well, please.
So it depends. For me, there are so many things I believe. There are so many, because, for example, I've seen Anambra chant poets.
Okay.
Like Igbo Chant, I've worked with him. Curator doesn't just chant. Curator can chant with everything here. Curator can chant with everything and it will flow. And there's this other guy I know in Anambra too. His specialty is doing funerals. Okay. He has this voice. I know it's all about voice.
Yes.
He has this voice of if you see him chant in your funeral, I'm telling you, even if you have finished crying for your father,
you cry again. Oh my God.
That's his specialty. You can't see him chant about love. You can't see him chant about Igbo culture, stuff like that. So I think he's just specific.
Differs with people. So I'm sure people are already wondering, okay, can we have a taste of what this is? Now, mind you, he's going to do a little performance by the end of the show, all right? But I think, can we get a tip of the iceberg? What chanting is like? Maybe just drop a few lines for us so we can immerse ourselves in what Igbo chant performance poetry is like. Okay. Let's go.
Akwasi na asịrị n'okeke siri meji wee kpọọ ya asị. Mana onweghị onye jụrụ asị ka mara ka asị aha si n'okeke siri ka eji wee kpọọ ya asị. Ịma na onye mgbumgbu si n'azụ na-agụ ya. Mana aka ya erughị n'azụ nke dị na ngịga. Onye ọzọ wee gaa na ngịga gaa taa n'azụ onye mgbumgbu si na-agụ ya si na onye mgbumgbu tara azụ. Let's hang it there.
Let's be ready. By the end of the show, you're doing a full performance, okay? I have so many things to say because it's like it's not like a rap, but at least you're fast with the words and
and that's also my specialty because if I chant, I'm fast to some extent. There are some persons that when they chant, they are slow.
Yeah.
Like Amarachi Atama draws her own.
Yes, I know. Yeah. Amarachi is not fast. But for my own
which is if I chant, most times I'm fast. And that's the beauty sometimes.
Yeah, I guess it is. Well, since we've started because you're a man of many talents. You are a man of many talents. And because we've started the conversation with chants poetry, let's take it up a notch a bit. Because I don't know, you didn't wake up one day or your parents didn't just give birth to you and they invested on you. You are going to be an Igbo performance poet. You're going to be chanting all your life. I'm sure that's not how it happened. So could you take us on a trip down memory lane? How did you discover you had it in you to be a chanter? Like how did it come about? Have you always been like this? Of course you haven't always been. Of course, right?
Okay.
So just give us just a little background story.
Well, since I'm on call already. All right, so let's say my city formed me. Let's start
Enugu?
No, Aba.
Oh.
I was born and bred up in Aba. And Aba has this culture of songs. They sing for everything.
Aba?
Any little thing, they start singing.
Are you serious? I should visit.
They accompany whatever they want to say with song. In fact, the way an Aba person talks, it sounds so good in your ears. It looks like music. Do you get? And they have a way of infusing words. Like an Aba person can tell you something like Guy Kenkeneme.
Guy Kenkeneme.
As in there's a way they infuse their stuff. And growing up, I didn't have much Western stuff around me. My dad plays reggae. I know so many reggae musicians, so many reggae songs, and I started getting used to the tune. Then from reggae, he will now start playing Osadebe, start playing so many Igbo stuff, and you can't see him play. High life. You can't see him play, for example.
Celine Dion.
All these big no. So I started.
But did your dad play Christian songs then? Okay.
I said, but the Christian song is okay. You know when
now. Oh, I know.
So the only Christian song that I know that I dance to in my house is Akanchawa. Okay. Apart from that, every other thing had a very slow rhythm and stuff.
Voice on the chorus too. Did you play? Because it's slow. It's slow. Yeah.
So, and being a Catholic too, I loved masses in Latin.
Okay.
I'm not Catholic now, but I love masses in Latin. And if you're a Catholic and you come for Latin mass, the way the father or the way the whole mass goes is beautiful. For me, it's beautiful. Or I come to Igbo mass, it's beautiful. Okay, English mass I can be lost. That's me. I can be lost. So now moving from Aba to Abakaliki, I found out that these people sing too when they talk.
Abakaliki?
Yeah.
Okay.
The way they speak their Eza, their Igbo, to me it's music. I may not understand what they are saying, but to me it's music.
Do you think Nsukka sounds musical?
No, don't go there. I'm so sorry.
It sounds musical in my ears too.
As a linguist.
But I love listening to Nsukka people speak Igbo. It's so like it's so good. I like it.
I can't say much, but I don't think I can ever learn in soca. I've tried.
Okay.
As a linguist, I've tried listening to them to at least speak. See, that's the problem.
Being in the University of Maryland, there was no way I would live there without having it enter my lips somewhere.
That's just it. Then other things that formed me, they're just proverbs. But coming into Enugu.
But you see this proverb where you talk now? That's something I also want you to explain. Did you read a lot to know proverbs?
No, to know proverbs.
Yes.
No.
Or were you just listening to old people because they're the ones that
I don't have.
Now we're talking.
I don't have friends that are of my age, even now.
Okay.
Every person that you are seeing that is my friend is older than me, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Because for me, it's not that the young people can't teach me stuff. They can, but I believe that if you have the experience, let me learn from the experience once. Let me learn from your mistake once and for all. And maybe younger persons will show me one or two ways. But when you see it with older people and you don't discuss with them, you hear a lot. And they cannot finish their words without proverbs and stuff like that.
Actually.
So, but coming into Enugu, I joined the Enugu Literary Society.
Yes, that's where I met you.
I started doing my spoken words. I was just so sold out to you, doing my spoken word. And one day, I'm gonna chat time I walked in. Her dressing alone
showed you
with these marks on. I said, "Wow, okay." So people can actually dress like this and come out, and nobody will do anything to them. Then after the whole open mic, then I said, okay, let us close the open mic with
a performance from her.
She now chanted. Yeah. I told as she was chanting, I told myself, Ibiam, this is you now. You can do this thing, and this is you. After that, I went home. Brought out all my books, kept it.
Wow.
And I started, it was funny at first. What I did was, I said, okay, I will take this proverb, I would take that tone, chant it into this proverb, because I recorded her. Chant it this proverb, and it was just proverbs all through. I didn't know how to separate myself from proverbs or go into my own dimension or try to find myself, because you need to find yourself even as a poet. You can't keep sounding like other people persons. So then one day, I told Saken, I want to chant.
Saken! Shout out to Kenny Kokiri.
Yeah, that man is a good. He really beat me. So he said, you can chant. I said, the way he talks, he said, Ijele, just maintain your spoken words. I said, I want to chant.
I know.
So, and Amachatama did not come early.
Okay.
So when she now came, they now said, okay, we are reserving 2 of you to be the last persons to perform. And I turned and looked at Saken and I said, no, I should go first. Let's go second because it was our end of the year party and stuff like that. And everybody was just there. Saken just said, no, you go. So Amachi just turned to me and said, you chant? I said, sometimes. So she now said, okay, I'll go and chant first.
Stop!
And now entered there. As a chants poet, I need to go around the whole stage.
Yes, that's gyration.
I said to myself, Ibiam, you will not do this. If you do this thing, the way you have structured it in your head, it will move. So the way we have our open mic.
Yes, I know that small room was it still in Radio Nigeria at that period? Okay.
Now. I now focused my whole mind on that mic. I wasn't even looking at anybody. I closed my eyes.
Oh dear.
And I took off.
Yes.
It was now along the line. People were not clapping. I'm not finished to. People were not clapping. I continued and I was in tears because what I was saying was sorrowful.
Oh wow.
So people were not clapping and I opened one of my eyes. I'm being very frank, opened one of my eyes. I was still chanting and I saw that they now stood up. Even Amachi stood up.
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah.
So after that, she didn't even perform again. She just came close to me and said, okay. That was just it. She just, okay, you did well. I said, thank you, ma. Then later on, she now said, okay, let's do this, let's do that. Okay, do this, do that. And at times she will now, want me to perform. She just wants me to perform. And from there, the confidence, everything grew and I launched deep into my
congratulations.
Times,
wow.
At times you need 1 or 2 persons to discover you and to push you forward. And since then, I found what will I call it now? I found refuge. Let me use the word refuge. I found refuge and solace in chants, poetry, than spoken word. I have mentees that I train in spoken word. I edit for you, teach you how to deliver your lines. But you see my own chants, I take it personal.
And And sadly, you see this young man, ladies and gentlemen, this young man abandoned Igbo chant performance for theater.
I did not abandon it.
You see, we're going to open this conversation after the break, because I can't believe, or I don't understand why he would leave it for theater. I know it's about passion and what you're trying to create for the society. Well, he'll tell us all about that, but I'm personally still sad that I have not seen him perform Igbo chants in a long time. But after the break, we're going to talk about his involvement into theater in the southeastern part of Nigeria. It's been really exciting, so he'll tell us all about that after the break. Don't go anywhere. Back to Nka. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and if you're just joining us, well, shame on you, and I'm serious about that, because we just explored the art of Igbo chant performance from our guest tonight. But hold on, we have something very interesting for you at the end of the show, where he gets to perform and show you what an Igbo chant performance is like. So do stay tuned. And like I said before we went on the break, this young man abandoned Igbo chant performance for a life in theater. Can you even imagine that? Because I know that it was this Igbo chant performance that brought him to this limelight, gave him more money, but he said, no, what I want to do now is that I want to be broke. I want to focus on theater in the southeast. I know they will not pay me, but I will do it for passion. That's what he did. See him doing what he's doing, creating people, telling people to follow in this path, but I'm sure it's for a good cause. Ibiam, what do you have to say for yourself? Why did you leave Igbo chant poetry for theater management?
What I have to say for myself?
What do you have to say for yourself? What do you have to say for yourself?
Okay. For myself, I would say I'm still on track. Yeah, I'm still on track.
I've not seen you perform since.
I'm coming now.
Okay.
Because I still infuse some of my chants, although I not teach my people to chant. I train them to chant. I infuse some of my chants in my plays. Okay, so it's not really dead or forgotten or abandoned. Yeah. But you know, when this inner urge comes and draws you, just like an artist, it can draw you into the forest, it can draw you into the wilderness, it can draw you into the river, it can draw you to anywhere, empty room, you're just there hearing echoes and stuff like that. As if you're a very good artist, you need to listen. So when the voices started coming, and having been in quotes in drama for so long, and having been in other theaters for so long, and I said to myself, man, it's time to tell the real story. So it's storytelling and cultural preservation that drew me into it. Yeah.
See, don't mind me that I was trying to bully you and stuff. No. Personally, I would understand. I am not a bully.
They don't know you. I'm not saying.
Jesus. I'm not a bully, but I understand. You know, when that calling comes, when that urge to focus on passion, yes, you do have to move. But for people like me that miss you doing it, please come back.
No, I'll be back.
Yes, but let's talk about theater.
I'll be back.
You are like the only one, I like to think you're like the only one in the entire Southeast really particular about promoting theater culture in the southeastern part of Nigeria. I said something in the beginning. We have a problem with cinema in this region. Okay. And whilst cinema is still a problem, you decided, okay, there's no problem. Let's still do theater. What do you smoke when they give you ginger to do this thing? Because
I smoke inspiration. Well, since you took me back to how I started chant poetry.
Let's talk about how you started acting on stage.
Yeah, whether on stage, just
off
acting.
Stage. Okay.
Yeah. My secondary school.
In Aba?
No, Abakaliki now.
Okay.
I'll give it to. Although it started from Aba, but Aba, I wasn't out. No,
like
I was just there, observing everybody do their stuff, doing moral instruction. I was okay. This person will come do this one. This person will rap. This person will dance. I said okay. But one thing that now broke me out somehow, and I felt like, okay, I can do something that people will see, was when I started doing breakdance. I started dancing.
It's a lie. Ibiam. You did breakdance.
I still dance.
What's that thing?
So I now bought Michael Jackson's music
Christ of Nazareth
and everything, and I started practicing. I would dance. If my dad is coming, I'll off it. I would run out. So when he's coming back, I'll play reggae. I'll dance reggae. So in Aba, there's something they normally do. If a particular school is closing, they will call Mickey Mouse, they will call Father Christmas, they will call people to dance and stuff like that. So we had a very small group, and I was part of those that used to. We call ourselves
you are their Michael Jackson now.
Yeah, we call ourselves Jaru and everything. So we'll come and dance. Most times I will wear Mickey Mouse, dance and stuff like that. So now imagine yourself being behind, being in that Mickey Mouse costume, nobody's seeing you, but they are happy that you are doing what they are doing, and they're happy on stage, and you're just fooling yourself on stage, and people are clapping.
Indeed.
No, being behind that mask gave me that confidence. I said, okay. So there was a time that Jaru said, that's the leader, now said, okay, it's time for you to come on stage and dance. I said, dance with that costume. He said, yes. I said, no, it's not happening. We argued. When it was now our time, Jaru just pushed me into the stage, and everybody was like, that's them, Jaru. I was like, okay, now you now wore the Mickey Mouse. I said, this guy wants to now finish me. I had to.
Michael Jackson now walk.
So I had to dance. But one thing that happened was that after that dance, the confidence for stage came in.
Okay.
I went back to my school. I was waiting for Wednesday when they would do moral instruction. Wednesday came, Chinkata was dancing. This is
who be that?
Chinkata, one of our guys.
Chinka what?
Yeah, that's the name. Chinkata Chinoso. He was dancing, and this other was dancing, and I just raised my hand small. So Shop Prefect was like, okay, you want to do something? I said, yes, I want to dance. My friends.
Michael Jackson!
My friends laughed. When I came out, I just remember that, okay, guy, you are wearing Mickey Mouse, you are behind the scene, you are just there, nobody's seeing you, do your stuff. I started dancing. Now imagine when the whole school is now.
I can't believe this. You!
So that's just it. Then coming down to Abakaliki, I had a very good principal, very good one, very, very good one. So my principal now discovered, okay, there are this set of guys that like disturbing the whole school. Okay, why don't we give them a platform every Wednesday? Let them come and do something for us to cheer us up and stuff like that. That was how we formed our group. I was the group leader. We formed our group. And what were we doing? I will come, I will dress like a man, then they dress like girls and stuff like that. Sometimes we'll be mixing words up, sometimes we'll be doing stuff.
In form of acting.
Acting and everything, and going this one. So doing rehearsals with them and everything. So that man gave me that platform to express myself from JS3 to SS3.
Oh, wow.
Captain Ezugu. I really miss Chukwu Ezugu. I really missed him. So after the whole stuff, and I said to myself, okay, why not try proper theater? It's actually my teacher that
pitched the idea to you.
Simon Wapo, yeah. He said, why not try theater? Because that Simon Wapo, I said, on a very good day, when I make money, I'll go for him. Living Aba, I used to do cartoons. I know you don't know. You don't know me. So as you are now, I can draw you, but you be in cartoon form. Very neat, very sweet, very. So I was hiding my whole emotion in my cartoon because I didn't want to leave Aba. So I was hiding my whole emotion in the cartoons and stuff like that. So one day he was passing. I saw people playing outside. I was inside the class drawing. He said, can I see what you are doing? I showed him. He said, won't you like this thing to be published in the newspaper? I just looked at him, just looked at him, I said, newspaper. I said, sir, don't worry. Say, no. I actually have a friend in Ebonyi Voice newspaper. I can help you. I said, okay. You know that kind of okay to your teacher? Okay. He said, okay. He said, enter ladies' bike. I entered this lady's bike. Boom. We drove to Ebonyi Voice newspaper. JS3. We got there. So the man, Ibiam Ude said, the manager said, secondary school boy, okay, do you want to be a journalist? No. Do you want to do anything, performance? I said, no. If you see the way I was stretching my no, I said, I want to be an engineer. He said, okay. He said, okay, but can we publish this? I said, yes, you can. And they published it. And I was now in school on Monday. You know how assembly used to be on Monday. My principal now, they have delivered a copy to my principal early in the morning. So my principal was holding the newspaper, and he said, there's these transfer students that just came in from Aba. He just made the school proud because I had to snap my school uniform. He just made the school proud that the whole Ebonyi is talking about our school. Ibiam, can you come forward? I was now coming. You know, when the whole school is now, hey! I came up. He said, we want to thank you for making the school proud. We'll buy you lunch. I left. Later that same week, Ibiam Ude came back again. We need something. And that was how I started writing for newspapers, because I now migrated from doing cartoons to writing.
And your dream to be engineer was dropping small.
In fact, I actually wanted to be a barrister. I love cases.
Well, I don't have a problem with that. I wanted to be a pastor at some point. Can you believe?
Fine.
Thank you. I know.
So after that, I know I'm going this way. After that, it was in that same SS3. Simon Map who came back again and said, "Do you know, apart from a bonny voice, you can write for other newspapers?" I said, okay. So he connected with the National Lights newspaper. I wrote for them and other dailies around Nigeria. Then Osita Makers now connected me, writing for people outside Nigeria, journals and stuff like that. And it really helped me. But what I'm just trying to say is, in my SS3, he now came back and said, "This thing you normally do every Wednesday for us and everything, you and your team. Why don't you people join Ebony Theatre? Why don't you people just join theatre?" That was the way he said it, jokingly. I said, "Okay, let me follow you once. Let me see how he looks like." Imagine me, I followed him. Got there. I saw what people were doing. The first thing that fascinated me first was the lightning. And the way the seats were. I said, okay.
Yeah, a proper theatre hall.
Something like this exists. Okay. Everything that they said there, nothing was entering. After that, and I said, okay, let me meet this guy. I met him. And I started going for theatre rehearsals from SS2. Started going for theatre rehearsals. Sometimes I come back in the night, and from there, I started learning. Because sometimes if I tell people I didn't read theatre arts, they will be like, okay. But I read theatre arts. Also, Ada read theatre arts. I'm the one practicing. I read linguistics. So for me, it was that expression they gave me in my secondary school that actually informed me. And that was why, during my NYSC days, one of my pet projects in NYSC was establishing pet clubs in school, secondary schools. And I had close to 7 secondary schools I worked with. And my whole aim was to give back. Because, for example, now they have mass competitions. They have many competitions, but okay, if I'm an artist and I'm in your school, how do I find the expression? Do you get? So Pet Club has a way of giving you that platform, giving you that voice and everything. And
but quick question though, Ebony Theatre, is this still in existence now?
No. They weren't Ebony Theatre. It was just a
just
theater.
a group of people that were doing stuff. Okay.
Work. Yeah.
Are they still together now?
No. For you to let me not go too far, but for you to have a theater, you have to have so much intelligence, patience, and emotional control. You are dealing with people.
Wow.
And you know that artists can be mad.
Okay, so the drive to get into theater started from way back, even before you started Igbo Chant Performance, and then you came back later and decided to do Ijele Renaissance Theatre. Now, I think I want to really know, from me and for everyone watching, why. We understand the why, it's passion driven, right? But in this region where, because we've had one of your theater people here, Henry precisely, and when we talked a bit, he said when you guys have to, get people to attend your shows, there's a lot of promotion that has to go into it because people here will not come for stuff like that ordinarily. If they can't come visit cinema, is it theater that will do? But something has to be driving you to do it either way, because I know you're not seeing so much money in it yet, but there's got to be something pushing you to do it either way. What is that? Passion too?
Well, apart from passion, the job must be done. Apart from passion, the job must be done. I read one quote that said, it is very risky. The quote said, do you know how risky it is in life? Somebody said, no, you won't get out of this life alive. That's the truth. Wow. It's very risky. So if you already know that you will not get out of this whole existence alive, so why not take the risk? I write movies and I sell. I write stuff and I sell. But I have never for once imagined myself being in a film set. I know that there was one I went to, I had to do chant for the king and stuff like that. And after that, I said, no, this is not the kind of life I want.
You want to live.
Now, in Enugu, when I entered Enugu, I also had to join 2 theaters in Enugu. Happy Family Theatre by my big boss, Greg, and Diakosa, and one other theater. But one thing that made me to pull out, or not like to pull out, but to say, okay, let's do this a different way, is that I love cultural stories. I love culture. And as a linguist, I can tell you that there are so many dialects that are dying off. Now imagine if I'm hosting a play in a dialect that is already dying off in Igbo land. I'm hoping to preserve the dialect and stuff like that. But If the theater is not owned by me, I can't do it. Okay, that's number one. The number two is that the kind of stories I want to tell and the kind of persons I want to work with, if I want to do it in a conventional way, I will be in a square or maybe a round hole.
A box.
Yeah. And theater, as you said, is very hard. If we should face the facts.
Yes, it is.
Very, very hard.
It is.
Now, I write our plays and I direct. Most times I call
There's
my
going to
friends
be a lot of work.
direct. And after the directing, you now think of, okay, this is where the promotion comes in. Who do I tell? Who do I do this? Who do I do that? Especially, you start looking for hall. You know, Enugu doesn't have a very good theater hall to stage
at all,
and stuff like
except
that.
you want to use
Now
universities.
start looking for hall. At times I have to do my whole raise every flat. And if you raise flat, we call it flat. If you raise your flat and everything, you are spending a lot. Just for stage alone. You are spending a lot. And since 2022, I founded a theater till now. As God may have it, we have been able to stage 7 plays. And I will tell you, each of these plays cost me nothing less than 700, 800,000 each. Do I make the money back?
No.
No.
No. No.
Are we going to stop? No.
Not at all.
But do you know one thing that keeps me going?
What keeps you going?
I have young persons working with me.
Okay.
And imagine when you are building a dream and you have 40 young persons working with you. Like,
wow.
Their whole plan is what's next.
What's next?
Even if the whole world is turning back on us, even if the whole world is telling us no, those guys are telling me this thing can be done.
Oh my God.
We come to the house 2 times a week. We come maybe Monday now, we'll come by 9. Sometimes we'll come by 7. And from that 7 or 9, we'll stay awake till 4.
Rehearsing.
Like, the way I train them, if those guys enter army, they will do well. The way I train them, we don't rehearse inside this kind of environment. Here is comfort for us. I'm being very frank. Here now is comfort. I take them out to the cold.
Why do you do that?
Because you need to get serious. It's business. And apart from that, they are getting used to it. In my theater, now, even if it is drizzling and we're outside, we don't mind. We keep our phones inside. We do the business.
And I remember asking you, is it that you guys have to be twice as good compared to the Southwest? Because they've always had theater there.
I have also performed outside in Enugu more than 3 times. And, okay, let me even say this. My boss, Mihan Yuboko, Center for Memory, he knows about this story. Somebody offered, he has a full house like this, a full theater house. Then he now said, I just need a theater director. Just come, be writing your plays. I'll be providing the fund. I see that in your theater, you don't just bring your people, and you also train them. Because for me, if you come for my theater, I train you 1 hour before we start. I teach you something new 1 hour before we start. And at times, I send them on workshop. I tell them on things to do and stuff like that. So say, okay, because the man has seen me work. Say, okay, you do this, and you do it with ease and stuff like that. And I looked at the man, I said, I will get back to you. So when I now talked to my boss, I said, sir, this is what came, but I don't see myself leaving Enugu. He said, why? The man said, he will pay you so much money. I said, sir, I have 40 persons working with me. This I'm telling you that my team doesn't know. So
wow. They'll watch it and see.
They'll watch it and see, but that's the sacrifice I have to pay for them. So I said, I have had 40 persons, even more, joining, work with me for 3 years. And most of them, it was in this same circle that, okay, sometimes producers call, okay, we need somebody for this, we need somebody for that. I'll be like, okay, you go. But you can't see me in that kind of, the only thing I can do is stay behind your camera, direct for you and move. That's me. So I said to I said, some of these guys you are seeing here, they came with passion, not knowing anything. Okay? And now they have gained mastery, and they're beginning to see the world the way I see it. That's why I was telling you something. I said one day I said, if you enter my theater now, the way I've trained them, you will not know who is theater manager. That's the truth. Everybody is theater manager. Everybody is costumier. Everybody is everybody. Unless if they point to you and say that this is the theater manager, you won't know me. So what am I trying to build with them? Family. That's why if in Ijele Renaissance Theatre now, if anything is happening to anybody, everybody knows. You can't get lost. We are made, yes. And you can't, for example, bring your food and say that your food is your food. Are you okay? Or you say your money is your money. Are you okay? So the passion with which they follow me and with which they believe in this business and with which they believe in this vision, I told you guys, I can't trade this.
Wow.
Let's do this. I've gotten jobs that should take me outside Enugu. So, but seeing people that believe in you so well,
yeah.
even when the funds are not coming, they are just there. They are there,
wow.
and they make you feel good with the job and everything. So for me, it's
the community really, you've been able to build with it. It's really the community
that's kept me going. Because, for example, this current play I'm working on now, if I tell you what I've gone into this play...
Echoes of Jufere.
Echoes of Jufere, yeah.
Wow.
If I tell you what I've gone into this play, you will marvel. Financially, spiritually and everything, you will marvel.
It looks really good. It's so nice.
Another thing that, apart from my team, another thing that has kept me and has given me this courage is my official brand partner, that's Center for Memories. And
they live for stuff like this.
I actually tell somebody, I said, that's the only place you will come and they'll bet your dreams. That's theater of dreams for me. No matter the kind of stuff you want to bring it to Center for Memories, they'll have a way of arranging it and packaging it for you. So since I started, I've been using Center as my rehearsal venue. And now imagine if Center did not give me that platform or that privilege, and I have to pay for a rehearsal venue 2 times a week since 2022 till now. Man, I'll be spending a lot. I'll be spending a lot. So what I'm just trying to say is, Center has been a backbone. And when I look at Center and I see them always telling me, Ibiam, you can do this. Ibiam, just don't give up. Don't give up. Sometimes they call. Ijele, how far now? You people have not done this. You people have not done this. Is there any hitch along the way, So when you have people asking you questions, and apart from Center, some senior friends too, asking you questions, looking out for you, and I'll be like, okay, let's do this, no matter what.
Right.
So that's
shout out to Center for Memories Enugu.
Yeah, and so many other people.
I think my boss one time said, I think it was his Instagram caption, that it's one of the few places in the Southeast that still preserves our culture and don't even receive a lot of funding for what they do, but they do it either way.
With joy.
With joy. And we thank you for what you're doing for the Southeast and for Ijele Renaissance Theatre. Since 2022 till date, they are still pushing, still killing it. And for Ibiam, Echoes of Jufere is his upcoming play. He has done a lot of plays. Shọpụ Mpa Okey. I like the way that one sounds in my ears. He has done Shọpụ Mpa Okey. He has done you wrote Shọpụ Mpa Okey, right?
Yeah,
I like to think it was a comedy.
Yeah,
thank you. The way it sounds like a comedy.
Yeah.
And then you did Our Husband Has Gone Mad Again, which was by Ola Rotimi, and Echoes of Madness. Is that it?
No.
Pieces of Our Bones. Yes, Pieces of Our Bones.
Actually, that Piece of Our Bones was my first play at Ijele Renaissance Theatre, and we talked about the Biafra War.
Oh, wow.
Other side of the Biafra War that people don't really get to talk about and stuff like that.
Right.
Then I've done many solo adaptations, but the one I enjoyed, apart from Alika 7 Up. I don't know. Did you see Alika 7 Up?
No.
That
sounds like comedy too.
Yeah,
exactly. The titles.
I was trying to, talk about Nigeria in a very...
Okay. But which one did you enjoy the most?
Since the Bansi is dead.
Oh my God.
I enjoy staying now. And that work also brought me to the original person that wrote the work. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Fugad had to write me from South Africa, and this other man, Elder Kani.
Wow.
So we're even planning on me coming over to do that solo again in South Africa until one of them died. But he's still on the works.
Yes, please. Yes, please. We want all of that. Yeah. But to wrap up the show, and of course he's going to perform later, but we're saying that Echoes of Jufere is his upcoming play.
Yeah.
And for a theatre in Southeast that has little to no support, we implore you to come check it out and see what they are building with the Ijele Renaissance Theatre. It makes sense. And we can say where we are Pan-Africanists, right? We support our own, and would love for you to do that. So we go back to what we started this conversation with. I said that I love what Ijele Ibiam is doing with Igbo performance poetry. I love it so much, and we're going to end the show now, but we'll close it with his performance. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us on tonight's episode of Unka. I hope you learned so much. I hope you see that if passion really holds you to do something, don't say no. Because sometimes it's not just about you, it's about people who are drawing inspiration from what you're doing. For Ibiam's story, you see that 40 individuals and more are onto him. The community he's been able to build with his theater, despite the fact that there's little to no support for what he does in the Southeast, but he does it either way, and has been able to build 40 young individuals who love the same thing, ready to say, go, where are we going, what's happening, how are we going to do it, just ready to do it. Goes to say, your dreams are valid, whether there's money in it or not. But please consider money. Don't be like him, all right? Thank you so much. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and I will hand over to Ijele Ibiam Ude for his Igbo poetry performance. See you next time. Bye.
Igbo le o, Igbo le o. Akwasị na mberede nyiri dike ka eji wee mara dike. Asị na mberede nyiri dike ka eji wee mara dike. Asị na asụkwanụ n'ala ma o kweghị ekwe ka asụ ọnụ n'ikwe ọma bụrụ ya. Maka na dike abụrụ ya na-echi echi ọma bụrụ ya oyi. Dike abụrụ ya na-agwata n'akwụkwọ ma bụrụ ya oyi. Dike abụrụ ya na-echite n'okenye, maka na okenye niile abụrụ gị dike o, na dike niile abụrụ gị okenye ọma bụrụ eziokwu. Asị m na okenye niile abụrụ gị dike, na dike niile abụrụ gị okenye ọma bụrụ eziokwu. Maka na afọ niile bụ ime ebughị nwa. Asị na nke niile bụ nwa adịghị ime ọma bụrụ eziokwu. Ọ ya mere ndị si na naanị nwaanyị mana onye bụ nna m nwoke n'aka ụwa mee. Ụwa mee. Asị m na ndị mma agụnyego m ọkụ. Ndị mma agụnyego m ọkụ, si m bịazi n'ife, si m bịazi n'ife. Amụọ gị mụọ gị dike ṅụlibanụ oyi. Amụọ gị mụọ gị dike ṅụlibanụ. Maka na Chineke nyego gị ị ga-eji wele Ijele. Onye go gị ị ga-eji wele ọkanga. Obere gị ị ga-eji wee zaa n'ịza ka ọma bụrụ ya. Maka na afọ na-adafu ebe amara na ndị mgbugbu ezuola ọma bụrụ ya. Maka na nna be nna ebe nwa ọ bụrụ na akpa na ebe ezuola. Asị bụ na nna be nwa ebe nwa amara na agbakọ na ebe ezuola. Maka na agbala junu ndụ ọlanụ n'anwụ. Asị m na-enye nwata ihe nyere ya aka ọjọọ oge nyere ya nye onye na mma dịkwa na be ehi dịkwa na mbe ebule nke bụkwa na nke ebule dịkwa na be ehi. Na osisi eji ama atụ ekwesịghị mma ọnwụ. Asị m na osisi eji ama atụ ekwesịghị mma ọnwụ oyi. Na dibịa na-akụ n'azụ mbe kpomkpomkpomkpom ma abụghị na ọ na-ahụ mmọnwụ. Asị m na dibịa na-akụ azụ mbe kpomkpomkpomkpom ma abụghị na ọ na-ahụ mmọnwụ. Igbo lele oyi. Akwa na atọrụ nọ malụ malụ. Atọrụ n'ofe ka ofe n'isi n'ofe ọbụla kọma m n'ọnụ oyi.